Hello, I'm ReFabFashion. I'm a reseller based in Boston, and I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And if you'd like to check out my closet, you can look in the description box below. For my handle, it's ReFabFashion on all platforms. I have a thrift haul for you today. This is from a Savers around Boston, and I was having car service done pretty early in the morning and finished up a little earlier than I thought. I was already halfway to the store. So I decided to just hop over and see what I can get. I spent about an hour there in the store, and I got 16 items on this day for an average cost of goods of $7.25. And they were not bringing out many new racks on this day. There were 2 new racks of hats, belts, and purses. So I did check out those racks. I didn't find too much there. So I just went through the store. It was kind of quiet there. It was a Monday. I think there were a couple other resellers in the store. So let me show you what I got after kind of a busy weekend. Other people might have already picked over a lot. There were no new racks, but I still found a good amount in the store, I think, to resell. So I did the blazer section, the jeans, a little bit of the sweaters, not too much. And then I went over to the men's section to take a look. And then I looked at the gowns and the dresses, but not the whole dress section. So let me show you what I found on this day, and let me know if any of them are your favorites, or if you are able to find some of these brands near you. I know this tends to be a pricier buy-in, but I still think that I can flip these for a profit and within a reasonable time frame. So in the jeans, I did find a pair of Miss Me jeans. These are pre-owned. They're in pretty good condition, I think. As far as I can tell, no kind of missing embellishments, but it does have kind of this worn look to the jeans. I do think that this is, factory distressing, the way that there's that stitching of the patches and how they're up on the thigh like that. This is the heavy patch on the back, but Miss Me is usually pretty well heavily embellished, or the more embellished the better in this brand. It's a size 29. There's a style code right here. I did do an eBay comp search, typing in the style code, and didn't find much with that, but again, I think just in general, the style of the lower rise, all the embellishments. So this was priced at $6.29. I did have a 20% off coupon on this day, so everything here is less 20%. But I do think that I'm going to price these probably around 40, maybe a little bit higher, and try to land around 30. In the blazers section, I found a few, thankfully in the larger size area. Indigo Moon is not a brand that I know or look for. But this I just thought was nice in the art to wear style. So with this embroidery and kind of mixed media, ribbons, and a little bit of rhinestones, this floral print. It's a lightweight blazer. There's very light shoulder pads in there as well. And this is a cotton rayon blend, extra large. It was priced at $8. But given the condition and, like I said, this art to wear style, I do think this will sell well. Maybe right now, given the black color, and it's a little bit fancy with the ribbons, but it also might be a good spring piece with the floral details. I found 2 blazers from this brand. This is Long Tall Sally, which is an online brand for women's clothing for tall women. So everything, the sleeves are longer, the length, the cut is longer. And I found a few others. These were the 2 in good condition as far as I could tell, checking it over. So this is a blush pink, lightweight, kind of unstructured blazer. It was a good size too, size US 20. The dry cleaning tag is on there. The materials were nothing too exciting, viscose and polyester, but the color and this kind of slouchy, looser fit and the condition, I thought this would be good to pick up, especially going into spring. It's a great spring and summer color in the lighter weight material. This fall I sold 2 long tall Sally blazers that were more equestrian style, herringbone wool. They were a smaller size. I think I had a size 4 and a size 6, but those still sold well. I think $40 and $50 each. This is the other long tall Sally blazer. This is a linen, a navy blue linen. Just plain, again, lightweight, kind of unstructured, size US 18, 2-button closure in the front. So again, I think great for spring, summer with the materials, and the size is really excellent. This I'm taking a risk with. I don't know, not a huge, I guess a risk with my money. I think it will sell. I don't know how much I'm gonna get at the risk is the profit margin. So this is priced, because it's new with tags, priced at $13.50. I got my 20% off. It's a Soma Intimates, which is a intimates lingerie bra brand. But this is a bra dress, so it has padded cups and a shelf bra in here built in. But with the blue paisley, it's like a jersey knit, very stretchy. There's pockets. I wish it were a maxi length. This is knee length, which I don't think I'm going to get as much for that. But it is new with tags. Original price $79. So I'll probably try to price that at 40, maybe 45, and take offers. So yeah, the buy-in was a bit, but again, I do an average cost of goods for everything on each trip. So that was just the $7.25. So I was kind of thinking more in that way, that, you know, if turning a little over $7 into 35 is good and typical for what I can find around here. This brand of bag makes travel bags. They're called Travel On. This is a gray canvas bag. But both straps were attached, so there's, it's a little hard to show these. There's kind of a crossbody, longer one, or just a shoulder strap. You can take one off, leave the other on. But the inside looked all right. It looks a little bit dirty. You probably can't see much. It just looks a little discolored or just used, but no big stains or gook or marks or anything. But these bags have lots of pockets. Some of them have like a security protection. I don't quite know how it works, but something to do with, I guess, people can come up to you and maybe use something to scan, and I don't know if they get your credit card numbers or information or what it is. But some of them have kind of a protection against that built into the bag, so I'll have to see if this one does. But also, like this zipper can kind of hook on here. So again, someone can't just come by and open your bag. So these are built for travel. I'm not sure about the canvas. I did not, like I said, I didn't really spend time looking up too much about it, but for $10, so $8 after my discount. I know the brand. This might bring me about 30 to 35. I'll see if I can get more based on, you know, what I can find about the style. I checked the hats on this day. I found a couple of beanies, the Love Your Melon beanies, but they were very discolored, and it was in a way that I wasn't sure I'd be able to wash that out. But I also found this men's cap. I think it's called a Scully cap. So it has kind of the tack down here. Inside it's quilted, and this tag shows that it's I think Irish wool, it says there. This was just listed at $6 in the store, so 20% off. I saw one listed and one sold on eBay for about $20 or $25. This looks in great condition. There's no staining on the inside. I don't have to clean anything. So I'm going to give it a try. I haven't sold a cap like this before, a men's cap. I've sold a couple of hats, not too many. I've sold a couple with a large brim, so they're a little harder to ship. It's great if they sell on Poshmark because you can ship in any box up to 5 pounds. But on eBay, having to find kind of that larger box and figure out your shipping cost, it's a little more tricky. This I definitely was paying up for, but I made sure to do my research. This is Chico's Travelers. So it's this kind of black slinky knit material, very stretchy. It's meant to be wrinkle free, so if you travel, you don't have to worry about ironing. This is called the Tuxedo Jacket or Blazer. So it's not really a blazer. It's, like I said, this kind of thin, more thin, stretchy material, but it has this kind of satin collar and the embellished buckle here. This is new with tags. It's definitely an older tag. Was listed at $109, but the style name's right on there, easy to look up, and it is in great condition. No holes or pulls or anything like that. There were equal number listed and sold in this size 3, which is the extra large size. I think there was just one other one listed at about $50, so I'll price mine right at the same and hope that, you know, maybe my pictures are a little bit better. I always include measurements, and I think that goes a long way. So if there's a few listed, I don't always undercut the price. I just try to make my listing a little bit better pictures, more details, more description, and that can sometimes make your sale. This I found in the long dresses or the evening wear. This is Adriana Papel. I don't always buy everything in this brand. I look for the longer length, kind of, this one is going to be more of a wedding guest dress, especially for summertime. It's kind of this crochet lace detail at the bottom, but a very nice print, and the blush pink is very nice. It's sleeveless, has a little keyhole with a hook and eye closure. So you could undo that if you wanted it a V-neck. But really great condition. I checked it over well, and it's a great size, a US 12. So very pretty dress. This was marked at $19 before my coupon. Some of the real gowns, like with all of the poofy skirt and everything, I've sold those. I sold one for almost $100, I think. I got that in a ThredUp rescue box, surprisingly. But something like this, I'll use wedding guest. You know, this could be a good vacation dress, just a date dress, so it's very versatile. I'll definitely try to get $50. Even if there are others listed for lower, I'm gonna really try to take great photos and get $50 for that. If I find that the style warrants more, I'll definitely price it higher. This I found on, where did I find this? This was maybe mixed in. You know, they weren't doing new racks, but they had a return rack that someone was doing. So I went through that. They were all different colored tags, but this is the newer tag from this week. This is Ibex, which is a great performance wool piece. Not my favorite color, kind of this taupe tan color. But even if this has holes, it still will sell pretty well. This was marked at $7. What's the size here? A women's large. But as far as I can tell, it's in great condition. I'll have to look up for the long sleeve t-shirt what it's going for, but I think $40 or more on that should be a fair price. This was on one of the new racks of the purses that came out. I don't know this brand, but I saw the branding right on here. And then this print, it looks like hand painting. So, you know, it's definitely handmade. It is genuine leather. It doesn't look the best quality at first, but when you feel it, you can tell it's leather. It is new with tags. I do not know this brand. So Anushka is the brand, but then it looks inside that they have different artists represented on their bags. So I'll have to look into this a little bit more if there's something in particular about this artist and this print. This did not have a price tag on it, so at the register I asked and they priced it at $5. So the new with tags, interesting print, genuine leather. I decided to give that a try. This is very similar to the Chico's Travelers pieces, that black slinky knit, but this is Cachet, which is a mall brand. I believe these stores are not open anymore. So this definitely has a 90s vintage aesthetic, which is why I picked it up. I'll use the keyword slinky. It has a 1-button closure on the front, kind of a gold button. I think the tag is too worn to see any size or any print on it. Yeah. So I'll just take measurements and do my best. Usually the underarm to underarm. If it's about 17, 18 inches, that's a size medium. About 21 inches is a large. 22, 23 is an extra large. So I'll just base it on that measurement. This was in with the jackets and vests. It's a very strange shape. There's kind of a lot of extra material and folds here. So it's sleeveless. It's kind of a peplum, asymmetric, longer hem. I think it's a top, not a dress, longer in the back. This kind of wide zip with the collar. So I was checking this over. It's kind of a crepe material, like crinkly but smooth. And then I saw along the zip, it says Rick Owens. So this is a designer. I didn't look for a size or anything else. I just put it in the cart. It was priced at $7.49. So I'm gonna have to do more research on this and really figure this out. But I've never found Rick Owens in a thrift store before. So I'm excited to look that up, look into it, understand the brand a little bit more. Hopefully that's a small size and I can use my mannequin who's more 4'6" in size. So that will definitely help give it shape. If not, I might model that. I don't like to do a lot of modeling, but if it really is hard to communicate the shape of something on the hanger, then it's worth trying to do some modeling of it on a mannequin or otherwise. I did look at the maternity section quickly. These are Madewell skinny maternity jeans. They're priced at just $5 and they're a size 29. I did look this up. There's one pair listed for about $65 on eBay. So, and not even this size, just in general. I think maybe it was this size. So one listed, great condition, no kind of pulling or puckering or stretching to the elastic panels. I do like to glance at the maternity section. I don't find very much. It's a lot of Gap and Isabel maternity and motherhood maternity. But once in a while I find a pair of maternity jeans. I like to sell those. Rarely do I find Hatch, but I like to look for that. But it's not a big section, easy to go through, especially the newer tags. In the hat section, I saw this little logo. This is Smart Wool. So there is one pull on this beanie, but when I looked, this will be easy for me to pull back through to the other side. This is a little bit dirty on the inside. I think some makeup maybe from someone's forehead, but I'll give that a wash. Priced at $3, and this is the older tag, so that's been there, or it was returned. Maybe somebody was, didn't like the staining on there. But for Smart Wool, I mean, this is, I didn't look it up, but that's definitely one to buy. The Ibex, Smart Wool, any of these performance wool materials are really excellent all year round. And the last item from this day, this was just marked at $3.29. This was in with the leggings. But it's a fuzzy kind of wool sort of material, so I wanted to check them out. They are Zara, and I do believe these are kids size. Does it say medium-large? Zara has the style code right on the tag. These numbers right here, so it'll be easy to look up. But the multicolor stripe. The materials also are polyamide, but then 32% wool and 29% alpaca. I don't think these have been shrunk. They have a little bit of stretch to them still. So I just thought these were fun for the low cost, the low buy cost. I figured I'd give them a try. I've picked up Zara Kids items a few times. I don't remember right now off the top of my head what the items were. But if they have a good print, good materials, it's not going to sell as much as a adult piece, but I do think some people are brand loyal, and if their kids are, this isn't like a 3-year-old piece. This is more for a, middle schooler or maybe a petite high schooler. This could even be a women's size small. So, these are kind of fuzzy, comfy, alpaca, fun pants. So I think it's worth giving a try with Zara. with those features. So thank you for joining me today. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be posting more thrift haul videos showing you what I can find around Boston, and hopefully help you if you live in a city with higher prices, kind of what might be worth still purchasing and flipping. You have to be a little bit more thoughtful, or just a different strategy when you're thrifting in that way. So thank you for joining, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.